organisms are ruled by processes that involve complex energy transfer mechanisms. We already said that most of living organisms harness energy from the sun. The transfer process of energy from sun to life is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a complex mechanism of oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange driven by absorption of solar energy at specific wavelengths. The excitation of pigments contained within chloroplast takes place with light at wavelength around 700 nanometer. The photosynthetically active radiation PAR is in the range of wavelength between 400 and 700 nanometer. This contribution is less than 43% of total energy in solar radiation. Let's have now a deeper look at how the multi-step carbon reduction cycle works based on early findings from Calvin and Benson. Firstly, a light-driven enzymatic process reduces water. Free electrons contribute therefore to produce two molecules, NADPH and ATP. Finally, these two molecules energize the reduction of carbon dioxide to a carbohydrate within the Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle suggests that the reduction of one molecule of carbon dioxide needs 3 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH. These are partially provided during carbon reduction. Finally, 1 molecule of ATP is provided during the regeneration stage. The simplest equation describes photosynthesis as an endothermic reaction that requires energy to synthesize 1 mole of glucose from 6 moles of carbon dioxide and water. The assimilation of 1 molecule of carbon dioxide requires at least 8 quanta of light. The energy content of a quantum depends on its frequency, as shown in the Planck equation. Assuming a mean PAR wavelength at 550 nanometer, the assimilation of 1 mole of CO2 requires 1.73 megajoule. Therefore, it is necessary to provide around 10.4 megajoule per mole of synthesized glucose. However, the PAR is only 43% of total incoming radiation. Therefore, the actual input is around 24 megajoule. From the other side, the synthesis of 1 mole of glucose makes available around 2.9 megajoule as theoretical reversible work. The maximum efficiency is therefore about 12%. This value should be further decreased to account for other losses, for example, respiratory and metabolic processes of the plant. The principal energy carrier in the biosphere is ATP. Beyond its role in the photosynthetic pathway, it can be found also in the digestion of animals. ATP is in fact carried out through the circulatory system to cells where energy is transferred. Some animal species are anaerobic because they process food without air. Other species, including humans, activate aerobic mechanisms to combine food with air in a multi-step sequence of complex chemical reactions. Aerobic digestion can be up to 10 times more efficiency than the anaerobic mechanism. Let's conclude with human energetics. The basal metabolic rate, BMR, is the minimum amount of energy flux of steady-state existence. Any energy requirement is supplied by food. As we all know, most humans are omnivore. This means that they feed on vegetables or other animals. As such, they take all the necessary energy and nutrients from other living organisms. The main macronutrients are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. There are also important micronutrients such as minerals and vitamins. The basal metabolic rate is about 80 watt for a 65 kg man and 60 watt for a 50 kg woman. In order to carry out our normal daily activities such as walking or talking and thinking, it is necessary to exceed BMR. Total energy expenditure, or TEE, is therefore the quantity that accounts for both basal metabolic rate and requirements from other activities. Increasing the pulmonary ventilation, a healthy adult can deliver up to 900 watts of power and a trained athlete can deliver 2 kilowatts, a value 25 times higher than BMR. Last thing, although our body looks as a perfect machine, it cannot but reducing losses. Useful energy accounts roughly for 25% of the total input. The rest must be discharged to the environment. This is intrinsic to every energy transformation, and even man cannot escape from it.